Namaste everyone. In today's video, I wanted to share with you how to move on from your past mistake and get rid of your negative karma. So most people, when they make a mistake, they become very obsessive about it. They feel very guilty about it, and they have a difficult time moving on or moving forward, or even looking at things that it might become positive for them in the future. But it's hard for them to look at it that way. It's hard for them to have a positive mindset. So I thought, let's create a video based on some of my knowledge, based on some of my readings as well, to explain to you how karma works and how you can move on from your past mistakes. My name is Priya. I'm very passionate about sharing positivity and empowering everyone to live their life to their fullest potential. We're all divine beings, and we have the capability to create our life the way we want it. So let's make it beautiful together. So let's dive in. So in today's topic, I wanted to talk about how to move on from our past mistakes. So the way karma works, it's basically, in most religions, there's sayings about it. What you sow is what you reap, and that's pretty much it. If you're providing something positive to this world, you'll definitely get positivity. If you're providing something negative to this world, you'll definitely get some negativity. But you might not see it that way right away, because it's not just based on what we do in this lifetime. I know some of us probably don't believe in past lives and future lives and all these reincarnations. But even if you don't believe it, you can think of it as like generations. Like whatever you do will impact your generation. So why not create a positive generation or future generation when it's possible? So basically, people like who believes in reincarnation, we basically believe that whatever past karma that you came with, it's basically like a point system. So when you're born, you're already born with certain level of karma. You can call it zero, whatever number it is. But basically, whatever your past life mistakes and all the sufferings you went through, sometimes they get canceled based on the good deeds you also do. But other times, if you brought that with you to this lifetime, you already begin with a certain number. And then based on your deeds, it all depends on how you act, how you react. And this is not just based on action, it's also the words, it's also our emotions, our thought form, because everything has energy. Our emotions has energy, our thought forms has energy. So everything holds energy, so make it positive. Always think of positivity, always think of doing good deeds to others, even in your mind, even if you're not physically doing something. Think positive towards other people. Even if somebody is doing well in their life, be happy for them, be genuinely happy for them, and bless them. And even if someone hurt you, don't hold on to that. Instead of holding on to it, just bless them and know that they are going through their own realization, own soul realization lessons. There's a lot of experience that person needs to go through for them to learn their lessons and experience whatever they're supposed to experience in their lifetime. So just understand that from a bigger perspective, as we're all connected as one, and just understand that from a higher level, and just bless them, just share some love and compassion if you are able to. If it's too painful for you, at least just bless them and move on without thinking about it. And then there's another aspect. We tend to hold on to things that we do, all the mistakes that we have done, or we feel like we have hurt someone. We hold on to that because we feel guilty, and then we feel like it's also bad karma, and then we're afraid of moving forward. But if you think about it, if it's all point system, and if what you sow is what you reap, you can't change whatever you have done already. That's why I mentioned earlier, when you come into this planet, you are already coming with certain level of karma. It could be positive or negative. Karma is neutral. There is positive and negative. It's not just, when I say karma, it doesn't mean it's negativity. There's also positive karma, because it's all what you're doing. It's all actioning. So when you're coming in, if there's already a positivity, then even if you do something negative, then that person probably wouldn't experience something negative right away. So those are the situations when you see, oh, how come all these people are doing something so terrible and they're still having a luxurious life or a happy life? First of all, you might believe that that person's having a happy life, but you won't know because you're not in their shoes. You actually don't know unless you're them, right? So you don't know what's happening. People, not everyone shares everything they go through, and sometimes it's all perception. They feel that they're going through something bad and it might not be bad, or they feel like they're happy, but there's actually, if they were to reflect, like do some inner reflection, they might actually have struggles that they're probably just ignoring or being numb about. So there's so many aspects. It's very complex. So it's not something that you just see someone doing bad and then they're having a good life. It doesn't mean that, first of all, that they don't deserve it. They still deserve it. We all came here. We're not perfect, but we are perfect in the sense that we're all divine beings. So we are here for a purpose. So let's fulfill our purpose and live in a harmonious way as possible. So that's one factor. The second factor is that that person probably already had, if you're looking at someone that had positive events happening, but they're portraying negativity, then you might question, and then you might understand that they came through a positive past, or positive actions that they have done from the past. But then they can also be doing great things in the present time, and you might not know about it. They could be doing charity work, they could be helping other people, but you might not be part of that circle where you don't know what they're doing, but you're only seeing the negative part of it. So that's just different ways of thinking about karma and how it works for certain people. But if you think about your own, whatever, your emotions hold energy, your thought holds energy. So if you're really stuck about your karma, if you're really stuck about the negative karma that you have done, let's say you harmed someone by accident, you weren't intentionally thinking of harming, but it's making you feel guilty. Or let's say you were stuck in a bad relationship and you left and you feel guilty about leaving. But if you think about it, everything you hold on to, you're actually attracting more of it, because that's how law of attraction works. So instead of holding on to it, you got to let it go. Because if you're not letting it go, you're going to actually go through a cycle of same experiences again and again, because universe is going to think, hey, this person hasn't learned their lessons yet. This is exactly what they want because they keep repeating it. So I'm going to give it to them. So if you keep thinking about your negative karma, if you think about all these negativity that you have done, even if it's your own mistakes that you're thinking about, stop holding on to it. Because if you're holding on to it, I can assure you that you will actually get more of it, because that's how law of attraction works. So you can ask me, how could I get, like, not hold our past karmas? How do I get rid of that? How do I move on? How do I stop thinking about my negative mistakes that I have made, all the past mistakes I have made? One thing you have to think about, and I learned this from Master Shri Akarshana recently, if you're holding a cup, let's say it's very, very hard, and if you hold it, you'll definitely burn your hands. If you know you're gonna burn your hands, if you know that will like really cause you a lot of pain, would you hold that cup? Or would you wait until it cools down or move on to a different cup? That's how it is with our past mistakes as well. The more you hold on to it, the greater the pain is, and the emotions have energies, and the more you hold on and the more you think about it, the more you will attract more pain in your life. So instead of holding on to that the very, very hot cup, you have to let that go. Imagine it as like it's burning on fire right now, and you shouldn't hold on to it. So if it's literally in fire, would you touch it? No, most likely not. So just move on and grab a different cup and move on with your different pathway. Because the minute you let go and move on to a different pathway, you actually get greater opportunities in life, and you come across a greater opportunity in life, and you'll really realize that only when you let go of something you're not supposed to be holding on. So I hope this was very helpful for you. If it was, please share this video with others. And also, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and click the notification button, because I'm very determined to creating weekly videos for you to empower you to live your life to the fullest. So let's make it beautiful together. Until then, namaste.